We got a couple people who dropped out of the race today. A couple people packed it up, went on home. They read the tea leaves. They discovered that there would be better to give up now. Give up now because, God forbid, they get destroyed this on their way out. That's exactly what would have happened. Oh, it's precisely what would have happened. Amy Klobuchar, she quits. She drops out. I'm going to miss Amy Klobuchar. I love hearing over and over again how horrible a life, how short a life her 92-year-old father has had, who's still a 92-year-old father. Anyone who's 92 did all right. A lot of young people did as hell. All right? I'm going to miss mocking you, Amy. I'm going to miss calling a cop a cop. But Amy Klobuchar went out in a blaze of glory. She endorsed Joe Biden, her spirit animal. Who didn't see that one coming? Pete Buttigieg, more surprising because he was doing better, arguably better than Joe Biden in most places. But he saw the writing on the wall. He's going to get trucked. He's going to get dismantled, put in a suitcase, and mailed back to South Bend come Super Tuesday in a lot of ways. So he drops out of the race, and he also endorses Joe Biden. There you have it. We won't talk about Tom Steyer. We talked about him when I was in South Carolina. Let's suffice to say, there's a lot of other ways you can waste $300 million into coming third. But hey, billionaire's going billionaire. I don't know. That's what they do. They throw money away. Why not? So we got these corporate Democrats all lining up behind their man Joe Biden, the man who can't put together a sentence of thought or a real reason why he should be president. Even people that support him. I was watching a rally earlier today where these two young men from Texas were giving a glowing recommendation of Joe Biden. They were saying how Joe Biden should earn our votes in Texas. And their reasons for why you should vote for Joe Biden, folks, you got to see this.
Is at stake. We passed over 275 bipartisan bills in the House. They're not getting a hearing in the Senate. And if they got through that, they wouldn't get signed by this president. We have to have a change in the White House. All of us are here. All of us are here supporting Joe Biden because we know he's a good man. He's a good man. He's got a deep well of empathy. He understands what people are going through. He's suffered in his life. And there's no one better than Joe Biden to bring our country back together after this horribly divisive 3 years we've been through.
Yeah. Joe Biden, a good man. He a good man. And he's suffered a lot in his life. And he has empathy because he's suffered. And he can bring us together. You know what's not present in his argument for why people should vote for Joe Biden? A reason. Yeah, it's not. Being a good person has, first of all, that's relative. I think there's a few Iraqis who might feel differently about that, Johnson. You know, about the good part. 1 million dead Iraqis might argue otherwise. So might a few indigenous folks. A few million indigenous folks. Yeah, and some people with student debt that they can't discharge even though they filed bankruptcy. Yeah, they might have a different opinion about how good old Joe is over there. And a few people who lost their jobs with the NAFTA trade deal. And the other, permanent normative relations with China or whatever, that garbage. There might be a few people, a few 100,000 workers who worked in factories in America who no longer had those good factory jobs, and they might see Joe a little different than just being, as nice as you project him to be. But even if people thought, even if they were dumb enough to think Joe was a nice guy, because every time I saw Joe over the last couple of weeks, I don't know, my eyes could be fooling me, he was yelling at people, telling them to go vote for Bernie or Elizabeth. Hey, Joe, what time is it? Well, you need to ask me what time it is. You need to go vote for Bernie Sanders. That's what time it is. Don't ask me what time it is. Next time, bring a watch, you fat. Next time, bring a watch. Or we go outside and do some sit-ups and some push-ups, some calisthenics. Joe didn't seem nice at all. Only time I see him be nice is when he's hugging a woman who's not his wife. But be that as it may, let's say we agree. Let's say we're going to suspend what we see, a reality of what we see him actually do. We're going to forget all his bad decisions, everything. We're going to forget all bad decisions that actually did hurt people and cost people their lives. We're going to forget that for a second, okay? Hey, man, my cousin's nice. He shouldn't be president because he's a nice guy. Nah, my mailman's nice. I also think he's taken a couple of my Amazon packages, but he seems like a nice guy. He shouldn't be president because he's nice. The lady I know down at the gas station who rings me up, the cashier down there, she's a nice lady. She seems really nice. But you know what? I don't think she knows anything about the Middle East. So I don't think she'd be a good candidate for president. But, hey, there I go being logical again. Because being nice got nothing to do with it. And the empathy part? What's that mean? He cares about people. How the hell would you know who he cared about? I thought he cared about wars and cared about his pockets because he takes a lot of money. He's always taking huge amounts of money from special interest groups and corporations. He's always done that. He's never beat people because he was a great politician. He's beaten people and won elections. The few that he's won them because he always took the most money. He always bent over further than anyone else to get checks. That's why he's even been a senator. In the last part where they say, well, Joe Biden is going to be great because Joe Biden, when he suffered, I know people who've lost lots of people in their lives. That doesn't make them good to be president. I know a mother who lost both her sons and her husband. I guess we should, by your summation, I guess she should be Secretary of State. Because she's had a lot of struggle in her life, so therefore that would mean she should lead the country. Maybe she should. She couldn't do any worse than Joe Biden's going to do if he's ever given that opportunity. Look, guys, let's cut the shit. Let's keep it real. They don't have a good reason because they couldn't talk about Joe Biden's policies because he has no policy. And if Americans are that stupid that they would elect a guy who's running on nothing except trying to make you feel good, which is basically what Obama ended up trying to do at the end, let me make you feel better about yourself. Let's pretend we don't have racism in this country. Yeah, because you elect me, and then you don't have to feel like, you live in a racist country anymore. Isn't that really what it was? Black people get to suspend reality that we live in a racist country. White people get to pretend we live in a post-racial society as well, and we can all feel better. Yeah, we can feel better. How'd that work out for us? 500,000 people living on the street. How'd that work out for us? More wars that kept on going every minute of every day that Obama was in office. We were killing people. Every minute. He dropped more bombs in his first year than Bush dropped his entire presidency. I mean, so I don't know. Maybe you don't care. I guess I get it. You don't care. Income inequality kept going. It went through the roof, man. Through the roof, baby. Through the roof. So I don't know. I don't know if I wanted somebody who don't have real plans, like who doesn't have real plans that impact my life. I don't want somebody who's just nice. A lot of times he's too nice. Who he's really nice to are corporations and banks and pharmaceuticals and insurance companies. Status quo, elites, billionaires, millionaires. And that's so nice. He's not so nice. Not so nice. Wrong. It's not so nice. It's not so nice to working people. Oh, I love the low information voter. Oh, they're great. Oh, they're great. You know, as I look out over the nice idiots, I call them idiots. Oh, they can't do anything right. I saw a clip, Joe Biden couldn't speak. I mean, literally couldn't speak, dog. I mean, literally could not talk. He got halfway through the sentence, just gave up. This is the guy they want. This is who they want. They are forming Voltron. The title of this show is they're forming Voltron. The moderates are forming Voltron around their guy. They form Voltron around their guy. Now, if you're a young person, you don't know who Voltron is. It's a character. Okay, so check this out. There's these passengers, these astronauts, for lack of a better term. I don't know what you call them. This is young people with different color hair and stuff who flew on a spaceship, right? They battled the universe. That's what they're doing. They're fighting for the country. They're fighting for the world, right? Not the country. They're fighting for the world. And they're like this 5 people, right? And when they combat the people that's trying to destroy the world, they get in this big robot. They combine together to form a huge robot called Voltron, all right? This cartoon was like 2000s, early 2000s. I think they rebooted it in 2016. So the idea is that what I mean when I say form Voltron is these separate parts come together, they form one to fight evil. In this situation, Trump is the evil, and the parts are Amy Klobuchar, Pete Buttigieg, and Beto O'Rourke. These people have no soul, ladies and gentlemen. They have no soul. They have no soul. They have no ethics. All they have is paychecks and stars in their eyes. Beto O'Rourke wants to be the Marlboro Man / Ronald Reagan / JFK. But he has no soul. He's an empty shell of a human being. He ran an empty shell of a campaign. Thus he's out. He's been out for a long time. But recently he popped his head out of his mansion with his incredibly rich wife. To peer upon the peasants of us peasants. Please, sir, give us bread and water, please. Oh, here. The Keanu Reeves of politics came out to say he's going to endorse, I think he just did it. He endorsed Joe Biden at a rally tonight in Texas. You know, because he loves Joe Biden. He thinks Joe Biden good for the people.
At stake. We passed over 275.
So is Joe Biden a return to the past?
He is.
And that cannot be who we are going forward. We've got to be bigger. We've got to be bolder. We have to set a much higher mark and be relentless in pursuing that. And we've got to, importantly, invite every single person in. That's what we did in the Texas race. That's what this set of democracy reforms that is at the heart of our campaign calls for us to do. And it's the way that I'm conducting myself on the campaign trail right now.
Should he apologize for his Iraq vote?
Look, you've got to ask yourself where Joe Biden is on the issues that are most important to you. Did he support the war in Iraq that forever destabilized the Middle East? Does he really believe that women of lower income should be able to make their own decisions about their own body and be able to afford health care in order to do that? He supported the Hyde Amendment. He now
But he's already
opposes the Hyde
switched. What
Amendment.
about Iraq? Should he
On
apologize?
China, he says China is no threat, nothing to worry about, and now seems to be changing his message on that. So I'm not exactly sure what he believes or what he should apologize for. I only know that this country should be able to do far better. We should be bold and unapologetic about what we want to pursue and the fact that we want to bring everyone in to make sure that we achieve success in the greatest set of challenges we've ever faced.
When we are looking to become a better country, we must form together something of a union. And when I'm not jumping up on desk, I am Platitude Man, Platitude Man, Platitude Man. Beto O'Rourke starring in Platitude Man. When we want a perfect union, a more perfect union, when William Shatner is not available. I, Beto O'Rourke, son of the great state of Texas, and my friends and family out there who believe in me, and I believe in you, we believe in each other, I can say nothing and use a lot of words. But I am tall. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah, he said that's not exactly a ringing endorsement of Joe Biden like 6 months ago. He was saying Joe Biden is everything that was wrong with the Democratic Party and definitely not the direction the country needs to go in. And now it's like going to be totally opposite of what he said. Yeah, it's going to be opposite. It's opposite day. Same thing with Amy Klobuchar, same thing with people. Because these people have no soul, Johnson. Oh, I have no soul. You know, so we had the moderates. At least I will hand it to the moderates in one aspect. At least they know who they are. Yeah, they know who they are. They know they aren't anything. They aren't us. They're not us, and they're going to make sure they stay where they want to stay, which is above us and still rich and happy-ish. There's going to be no sacrificing of oneself. Get out of here. Are you crazy? Amy Klobuchar, Pete Buttigieg, Beto O'Rourke. You know what would really be nice? It would be nice if these people who I've been having to hear, others badger me about how great their candidates are. Or their candidates were. It would be great if their candidate came out for Bernie Sanders. I mean, the moderates are coalescing around Joe Biden. They're hoisting his hollow, empty suit, tailor-made by corporations, corporate interests on their shoulders. Yeah, the moderates are getting it done. They're forming Voltron. Why come we can't have a progressive Voltron? Why? Where's Andrew Yang? That's right, he works at CNN. And he said Bernie is divisive and mean, and Biden's a good guy. Yeah. Someone needs a job, Johnson. I'm going to tell you guys, most of the problems in this country, I would say the world, but since I haven't traveled the world, but I've traveled enough of the country to get it, most of the problems in this country, in America, are the fault of sellouts who need jobs. It's really that simple. We have the numbers. What we don't have is the heart. We don't have enough people with heart. Poor people have the best hearts, the biggest hearts. That's why they're poor. People just making it have the biggest hearts. Give you the shirt off their back. Got $1, give you 50 cents. Some of them give you the whole damn dollar and say, I'll get another one. Rich person has $1 billion, gives you 25 cents and says they own you. But most of our problems are that we don't have enough people willing to not have that job, not get that promotion. So they won't tell the truth. They won't do the right thing. They won't do the thing that's required of them. They'll say it's someone else's job to do it. They can't do it. They've got a family, or they've got kids, or they've got aspirations, or they've worked so hard, or they're so, committed, they put so much time in, or whatever bullshit they can pull out of their butt, their tuckuses, to try to make it okay, to sell out and throw you under the bus. I mean, black people did it to Malcolm X. White people do it all the time. Everybody does it. Latinos, I'm sure my Latinx people, there's a word for Latins, Latinx people, who throw other Latinx people under the bus all day, every day, like a sport, just to get a little further. In their mind, they think they're getting further. But my thing, back to my point, where are the so-called progressive type people who are supposedly like more Bernie Sanders friendly? Why haven't they come out and endorse Bernie? I mean, let's keep the shit real. They don't have a chance of getting the nomination. I mean, no one else except Bernie and Biden have a chance in hell of winning the nomination. It's between those two. Michael Bloomberg, a distant third, okay? We'll talk about him later. So where are the people? Where's Elizabeth Warren? Where's Elizabeth Warren?
Demands more than a senator who has good ideas, but whose 30-year track record shows he consistently calls for things that fail to get done and consistently opposing things that nevertheless he fails to stop.
Yeah. There she is. Throwing Bernie under the bus. Doing her job. Doing what she was supposed to do. Oh, you thought, I know. I know what you thought. You thought, she's a good person. Yeah. Yeah, she's doing this for us. Yeah. No, see, just like Pete and Amy, Beto, just like these three, they see the writing. There's writing on the wall. Numbers, it's math, right? They see it. They go, okay, this math up there. It shows I can't win. They said, well, people have been saying if we don't get behind Biden now, Bernie's going to win. They've done the math. Okay, so they got behind Biden. Elizabeth Warren, no such thing. But I know, go ahead and tell me more and more about how I don't see, that I'm missing something somehow. I'm naive. She's really a good person. I'm hateful. Tim Black's hateful. That's what it is. I'm hateful. Because I don't buy her BS. You do. Because you're cookie identity politics or something where it's just because she's got a uterus, that makes her a good person. Or because she wears glasses and talks like, a teacher. We're supposed to have something in common. Well, gosh darn it, Jay Willikers, Tim Black, I want you to know, I've been fighting a good fight for a long time, Buster, and I won't sit here and allow you to run my name in the dirt. You and people like you are the reason we got Donald Trump to begin with, and I'm going to fight. Oh, I'm going to fight to the bitter end to stop Bernie. I mean, to stop Donald Trump, to end his presidency, to shiv Bernie in his back. So, where are you now, guys, with all of your stupid talking points? Oh, and where's Tulsi Gabbard? Where's she at? Hey, Joe Rogan, what up? What up, dude? Come on, man. Say something. Say something. Well, you got to understand. Oh, hey, man, I'm just a stupid MMA fighter guy. Nah, man, you know it. You see it. You know what's going on. No, man, I just comment on politics from time to time. No, you know. You know. We all know. Right now is the time. Someone said on Twitter, they said, Timberlake, are you being naive? Tulsi Gabbard, Andrew Yang, Elizabeth Warren, they're not going to endorse Bernie because they're not progressive. They're not going to do that. Why are you even saying that? What's wrong with you? Well, Cleophas, it's my job to press the issue. I know it'd be better. You probably think it'd be better if I just take the ball and go home, but I got to fight for what I believe in. And since both Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang follow me on Twitter, they will definitely see my tweet, unless they've blocked me. Well, they haven't blocked me. Or unless they've muted me, which is possible. But I've spoken to both of them before, so I need to push them. I'm not you. I'm going to try to push them to do what Marianne Williamson did. I'm going to try to push them to do what Abdul Saeed did. I'm going to try to push them to do what many others have done in the direction of the right direction, the direction for this country. And that's my job. I'm going to do my job. Your job, obviously, is to annoy me and to call me names for fighting the good fight, for fighting for what matters. So anyway, yeah, I won't be holding my breath for these people to do the right thing, but let's hope that Tulsi Gabbard and Elizabeth Warren do the right thing. Andrew Yang is what I told you he was before. He's on a career path. Obviously. Now, we can assume things, we can think things. It's about what people do. F what people say. What do you do? So you write a book praising Bernie. F what you say. What you gonna do? When it's time to do, what does he do? When it's time to do, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie, oh Bernie, oh Bernie. Okay, what's time to do? What you gonna do? Super Tuesday is upon us, guys. I'm not saying we need them. We don't need them. Bernie's going to truck Elizabeth Warren in her own state. We don't need you, Elizabeth. We don't need you. Andrew Yang, we don't need you. You're out for a reason. Tulsi, we don't need you. We'll do okay in Hawaii. All right? We'll be all right. It'd be nice, though, because the moderates know how to get behind. I mean, the Republicans are always good at circling the wagons, aren't they, Johnson? Our Republicrats got behind that guy. Now it's time to do the right thing or be gone forever. Like O'Leary on Shark Tank says, you did to me. That's okay. You just did to me. You did to me. There's no redemption for you. So here we go, guys. Joe Biden did what he had to do. He came out, he had an amazing South Carolina primary. Amazing South Carolina primary. Guys, it couldn't have came out better for Joe Biden if he brought the election. Jim Clyburn. Oh, man, that guy's got, he's got that state wired, man. Jim Clyburn said, I'm sure I'm not surprised. I mean, I think Jim could just walk up to just any black person and be like, choke yourself. Choke yourself. Pass out. Choke yourself till you pass out. They just choke themselves and fall out. I mean, I'm not going to make excuses for it. I'm just not. Jim Clyburn is so revered. He's so revered. What did he do? Take a bullet from MLK or something? What did he do? What did he do? Did he bring Malcolm X back to life? What did he do? Help Harriet Tubman? He built the railroad? What did he do? The Underground Railroad? Did he help dig it? That's how these people treat him. Man, James Clyburn could just walk up to black people in South Carolina and be like, hey, take your wallet out. I say take your wallet out. Put the contents on the table. Now get out. And say thank you for being able to contribute to Jim Clyburn. Thank you for letting me contribute to Jim Clyburn. Right, that's enough. Now get out. Stop looking at me. You gotta shoot. Hold on, brother. Hold on. What kind of Jordans are those? Take them off, put them on the table. Take them off, put them on the table. Like, tip on out. Tip on out the door. I want you to know I could take that joke a lot further than I took it, Johnson. It is disgusting. The level of sheepledom. The level of sheepery that is going on in South Carolina. Luckily, there aren't a lot of South Carolinas on the board, Johnson. Yeah, I know. You're offensive, and you can kiss my ass, Johnson. There's the door. Go watch David Pakman. He'll say nice things about how one guy who took the most money from the pharmaceutical companies, who's good, him good, he'll probably live to be 125. Best insurance in the world, probably. Is fine with you not having any. Sleeps like a baby. He's taking more money from the pharmaceutical industry than any other member of Congress. They listen to that guy. Well, Tim, Bernie won't win many votes if you keep on badgering people. I'm not badgering. I'm telling the truth. These are stats. These are numbers. They don't lie. It's a fact. Shut up. Get the hell out of my face. Inconvenient truths are not badgering. So Joe Biden will probably carry a couple of states. I got him. He's going to probably do pretty well in Alabama, Arkansas, North Carolina, and Tennessee. I got Bernie running the rest of the board. That's right. California, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Oklahoma, Massachusetts, Maine, Minnesota, Colorado. I got him running the board, all the others. So out of 14, I got Bernie in like 10 places. I'm kind of split on Virginia because, well, part of Virginia is like, all right. The other part is like Charlottesville. The bad part. Listen, guys. Super Tuesday's among us. It's right here. It's at our doorstep. And what we have to do is be realistic. You need to recognize that this is a battle. In fact, I'm glad that these guys, there are people upset. Bernie supporters, why are you upset that Pete Buttigieg did what Pete Buttigieg does? He did what do you think he's going to do? Change back he's morphed into something. He's always been just horrible. What's he going to do? Oh, okay, moment of conscience. Oh, he wakes out of his stupor of being a suck up to the corporations and wine cave money and all this garbage and fake progressivism, whatever he was doing for 2 seconds, and becomes like, oh, new person? He fell and hit his head and had an out-of-body experience or something. Get out of here. He did what he was going to do. Amy Klobuchar gave you no indication whatsoever she'd do anything other than what she did. Well, I ain't going to get behind Joe Biden because I have to do it because I'm sitting here and I have to talk about myself because no one else will support me, and it doesn't matter how tall or short you are. Come on, man. I heard Amy Klobuchar's entire staff simultaneously peed themselves when she came in third. They were like, oh, we came in third. We're not built to win. Let's get out now. And Amy's dumbass was like, let's stay in it. Then they got trucked in South Carolina like, you better get out. You're about to get destroyed in Minnesota. Kamala Harris will be coming out soon for Joe Biden as well. I just know these things. I just know. But guys, I'm happy. There will be a dividing line. See what you want. See, there are a lot of people. Let me give you something that I realized. It took me a long time to realize this. See, it's counterintuitive. It's counterintuitive what I'm about to tell you. But it's fact. It's what I've learned over my prestigious career as a broadcaster. During my prestigious tenure as a broadcaster. See, contrary to popular opinion and conventional wisdom when it comes to marketing and promotion and branding, the novice would be of the opinion that a wide net is best. Try to appeal to everyone. Everyone. You don't want to turn away customers. How dare thou? You want to appeal to as many people as possible, to be almost formless, like water, and take the shape of any vessel that you're poured into. That's the way in order to be more successful. That's what the novice would believe. That's why novices fail. The reality is, actuality, it's better to be more polarizing. Yeah. Give people a true point of difference. Be unique. Lean into your uniqueness. If you're not someone's favorite, you'll just be okay. That'll be just very lukewarm. Be hot or cold, but lukewarm is for the birds. And see, this will be Bernie's opportunity to be hot or warm. See, what you want is a hot warm. You want people to go, I like it hot. And some people go, hell no. I ain't sweating out my new hairdo. Johnson. And you want other people going, I like it cold. Hell no. I don't have any gloves. You want the polarization is important. Joe too much like Trump. Why have a backup Republican when you can have a full photo? You got Trump. So they're stupid. The Democrat Party's stupid anyway. But they're not stupid. They just know Bernie's going to cut their money. He going to hurt the pocket. They like, we can't do that. So they line it up behind Biden. They wish they had someone better. No one else could do it. He's their best chance. He's their only hope. But I like the fact that Bernie now has to go and differentiate himself. Now is the time to start differentiating. No, don't get me wrong. It's always been the time to differentiate himself. But now he has to go against the Democratic Party in a way that's unprecedented, in a way that he has not done previously. You thought he was causing stuff earlier? Oh, he's got to double down now. He's got to triple down now. He's got to go in and say, these guys, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, all of them, a lot of them, all of them that are in the way of progress for this country, me and you know well, voter, they want you not to have these things that I'm telling you you should have, that other countries have, that other countries exhibit, the other citizens of those countries enjoy these things. You should have these things too. And them denying you that means that they're not qualified to lead you. It shows that they disqualified as a party for the people, of and for the people. They are a horrible representation of the people. They need to all be gone. And if you vote for me, I will clean the house of these fools, these swamp creatures. He needs to do that. Now, I know it sounds, there were others who were saying similar things. They were saying them too early. Yeah, you were saying them too early. Now's the time. They would have been destroyed. They would have just gotten rid of Bernie. But now they can't. He got too big. He got too strong. It's on. Now's the time for Bernie to go jump out the gym on him. So don't take heart. This is what you want. The best fighting is done with your back against the wall. The best generals would burn their ships. Either we win or we die, because we ain't got a ship to go home in. You understand? Bernie's time to burn the ship. So it doesn't matter if they got Pete. They'll still lose. Do you think there's anyone going, God, man, I couldn't make my mind up. That guy Pete who I couldn't stand. All I was waiting for is Pete to give me the go. Yeah, because I value Pete. They didn't even know who Pete was a month ago. Some people still don't know who Amy Klobuchar is now. I met people in South Carolina who didn't know who Amy Klobuchar was. Okay? How strong is her endorsement? Not strong at all. It helps her career more than anything else. It helps her with her party, good standing in her party. That's why she did it, Johnson. Joe Biden is a loser. They know it. That's why they're doing everything they need. They need to do all of this to put a dent in what's going to be a mopping. Super Tuesday for Bernie's going to mop the floor with Joe Biden a lot of places. It will not look good. They will not be able to spin it in a way that's beneficial to them. Now let's talk about Michael Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg, yes, I am Michael Bloomberg. You know, I've been rich for a very long time, much longer than I've been alive. I was rich, very rich, forever. And as mayor of New York, I locked up a lot of blacks. But I can tell you this. I'm going to help you beat Biden, because I don't like Biden. I say I like him, but I don't like him. Michael Bloomberg's actually helpful. You know, I hate to say it, but it's true. I don't want to say it because I don't like him at all. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I don't know another way to put it, man. I don't think there's a single person that's going, oh, man. Remember that polarization I talked about? Bernie has distanced himself from Biden and from Biden to the point where no one's going, oh, I'm going to go Bernie or I'm going to go Bloomberg. They both start, it's the BBB, Bernie, Bloomberg, Biden. Like, no one's going, I can't choose between Bloomberg and Bernie. They may be going, I can't choose between Bloomberg and Biden. But they ain't going, I can't choose between Bloomberg and Bernie. Polarization is important. Be different. That's what Steve Jobs was saying, be different. Remember that? Same concept. So Michael Bloomberg will hurt Joe Biden. If they really, so this is how I know Bloomberg's not playing ball with the Democratic Party, that he really is a monkey wrench into their plans, because if they really wanted to hurt Bernie, Michael Bloomberg would drop out. That would give Biden more of a chance. I really don't think he has a chance, Johnson. I don't think Biden will create a turnout sufficient enough to win, even if he did get the nomination. So there is nothing that Biden can do except lose. That's what he's good at. I mean, this narrative that Joe Biden is somehow time enough for Trump is just lousy. It's horrible. I don't know what rose-colored glasses they're wearing, but hey, yo, pass out more of those. You're going to need them. Because there's going to be some distraught people if Joe Biden was to get that nomination. Luckily, there's Bernie Sanders to save the world. I would like to throw out a word of encouragement to anybody watching who feels the least bit upset about this situation, what happened today here. Just know, this is how it's supposed to be. It's always was going to come down to Biden and Bernie. It always was. And it always was going to be the establishment against the non-establishment. And that's what you want. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a war. It's going to get dirty. They got the media. You got to stop watching corporate media, watch independent media, and let us distill this horrible tripe from corporate media to you. Because it's going to be full of lies and deception and half-truths and false narratives in context that only supports the establishment. For instance, and I'm going to do a video on this, Chris Matthews quit today. Some people foolishly think Chris Matthews quit because he said a lot of horrible things about Bernie Sanders and blacks. Like he can't tell one black from another black, and that was embarrassing. And then he made a joke about Nazis or the comparison to Nazis just because Bernie won Nevada or whatever. And that would be wrong. That's a false narrative. The real narrative is that Chris Matthews is under fire for sexual suggestive words, things he said to women that made them very uncomfortable. And that's what he ran from. He didn't get fired or kicked out because of the things, the anti-Semitic statements he made. They could care less about that. They don't care about the blacks much. They care more about him touching the ladies or making women uncomfortable. That's why he ran. He got Me Too'd. So look, but see, that's how the false narratives get spun. Back to the point. It's a battle. It's a revolution. The only shot they have is to do what they're doing. It's not going to be enough. The average person doesn't care who endorses who. Average person just needs to know, wants to know, and they're going to care at all about this election, is what's in it for them. And what Amy likes or doesn't like is the last thing that keeps people up at night if their name isn't Amy. And the last thing people care about is what Pete Buttigieg thinks as they go to fill up their gas tank, or try to, as they dig through the coffee can for the silver. They ain't thinking about Pete Buttigieg. What's Pete think? Well, Pete thinks if we could just usher each other into a new era, an era of Americans working together, and we should run a Democrat instead of run a Republican who's an independent, I'm a CIA man. I'm CIA man. I look for Cory Booker, Kamala Harris to come out in unison, holding hands, them two skipping down the road and jump on Joe Biden's team. It would be a foolish mistake to do so because Joe Biden ain't going to win, Johnson. And then, like Martin O'Leary says, I don't think it's Martin. As Mr. Wonderful says from Shark Tank, you're dead to me. All right, guys, let's go to Super Chats. Let's go to Super Chats, y'all.
So is Joe Biden a return to the past?
He is, and that cannot be who we are going forward. We've got to be bigger. We've got to be bolder. We have to set a much higher mark and be relentless in pursuing that. And we've got to, importantly, invite every single person. That's what this set of democracy reforms that is at the heart of.
Hey, I was about to go to Super Chats and read comments, but someone just said, is it time to panic yet? Panic? Why would you panic? What did you look, guys? I don't understand what people thought was going to happen. What did you think was going to happen? You thought people with money were just going to go, oh, okay, your turn. We give up. You win. Where you been? Where have you been? What you thought they were going to do? Just look, oh, well, oh, shucks. Guess I got to stop being in power. Here goes the keys. Look, take this fob. Here, take this fob here and the country's yours. The party's yours, Bernie. Here you go. Yeah, we'll just be over here for the next 4, maybe 8 years, thinking about all the ways I betrayed the people. Bad me. That's what you thought was going to happen. That's unrealistic. It's going to be a fight, Florence. It's going to be a fight, Ronald. Buckle up. Man up, woman up, Johnson up. That's what this is. We want to change the structure of our economic system that takes from us and gives to the people on top. And you think, oh, well, that's just all the people with the money and the power are just going to just let it happen because it's the right thing to do. And why would they not be patriotic? Why do you have that knife out? What are you doing with the knife, man? I can't believe you stabbed me. Yeah, he won't. They're gonna fight you, silly. You look like you're surrounded by grizzly bears and you got a honey perfume on. You think this is gonna just, hey. You like, hi. Grizzly bear's like, hey. You smell good. Thank you. I put on this honey perfume. I did. Ow! Grizzly bear eats you on sight. You better wash off that honey and get ready to fight. This is a fight. We got to. Look, guys, I don't mean no harm. Like, look, I want to inspire you and motivate you, but look, let's be realistic. We're going into battle. We went into battle with Hillary Clinton. We didn't have anywhere near the name recognition, and we still gave her a run. Bernie Sanders won 23 states when no one knew who the hell he was. I think we can defeat Biden, but it's going to take us being strong. The last thing you can do is get dispirited when the system does what it does, when corporate sellouts do what corporate sellouts do. The last thing we need you to do is fold like lawn chairs when Buttigieg is going Buttigieg and Klobuchar is going Klobuchar, Warren's going Warren. Like that's why we not supporting them. That's why we support Bernie, because they're who they are. So don't be surprised. Well, she's cheated on me before, back when we were in high school, then when we got out of high school, she was in college, and she cheated on me then, and then we got married, and the first couple years she did a lot of cheating, but yeah, she wouldn't do that again because, I'm the only one she'd have now. That's in the past. Come on, man. She's a cheater. That's what she does. Yeah, well, he was a bad guy back in high school, but I loved it, but he talked with his hands. I just wouldn't listen enough to him. So every once in a while, he smacked me upside my head. Then when we went to college, you know, we have good days and bad days, mostly bad days. He kicked me one time. But it was because, you know, I just wouldn't shut up. You know, I just keep talking. Then we had the kids, and he'd yell at the kids, and I'd try to stop him, and he'd just pick up stuff and throw it at me and call me out of my name in public. But, you know, we've been together 15 years now, and I got used to him, and he's got used to me, and now he's a different person. Of course, he still talks with his hands, and he's still disrespectful as hell. But we're stronger than oak. Yeah, we're stronger than oak. Yeah. Your head is thick as oak. He ain't changing. Save yourself. Run! 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 Please. So, we have to accept. When people show you who they are, accept it. And the Democratic Party is showing you who they are. Your problem is you didn't accept it. Like, you kind of accepted it. Like, yeah, man, Democrat Party, man, they sure, they really like Trump. They like Trump more than they like Bernie. You can tell. They like Trump. And everybody's lining up against Bernie. Why? Why all the people running behind Joe? Joe sucks. Why they? Don't y'all wonder? Bernie does better in the polling against Trump. Why are y'all? But you lining up to stop Bernie. You should be lining up behind Bernie because he. They don't really like Bernie. They like Trump more than they like Bernie. Yeah. So we just need to just look. Now look, the Wolfpack community is here for a reason. It's to keep you invigorated, to keep you on your square, to keep you together, to form Voltron. So let's form Voltron, and let's remember, there's no such thing as an easy revolution. What we're trying to do is big, it's huge, it's humongous. It's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult. It is not impossible, though. So you are not in this alone. We're all in this together. Pick each other up. Keep each other motivated. We're just getting started, Johnson. Let's go get it done. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for sending me to South Carolina. We got work to do. Tomorrow is Super Tuesday. Right after that, I will go live and I will do the diagnosis of said event. I expect Bernie Sanders to have a very good day tomorrow. And I expect there are a lot of people who are pissed that they even voted for Buttigieg or Amy Klobuchar. But luckily, there weren't that many people. Weren't that many folks. So get it, won't have that much of an impact. But Elizabeth Warren needs to get out and endorse Bernie. Obviously, the establishment don't want her. I think Ryan Grimm said that. Yeah, he's right. They don't want you, Elizabeth. You like that character that Donnie Brasco. Donnie Brasco, great movie, right? My friend John Leguizamo. He played a bad guy in that movie. There was this guy, Cuchillo, and Al Pacino, and I forget the guy's name. This guy plays great roles. But anyway, it's this backstabbing guy who backstabs Al Pacino. He's supposed to be friends with Al Pacino, and he betrays Al Pacino. And what happens was, right after he betrays Al Pacino, he's like, "Hey man, we got him. We had to get him. We got him. We got him." He's like, "Yeah, well you stay here with him." Pep. So he shoots the betrayer. Betrayer falls down dead next to Al Pacino, the guy he betrayed, because the bad guy don't like the betrayal guy. That's Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren, I know you think you're smart. I know you went a lot of schooling. I know that. They're going to shiv you right after you shiv Bernie. They're going to get you. They don't want you. They don't. They have no use for you other than for you to stab Bernie in the back. That's it. Didn't Hillary teach you that? She was like, look at you trying to get in our group. We don't want you in here, Four Eyes. Go sit down. Do for me, ruin your reputation for me. Show me you mean it. Show me you love me. All right, good. Now go sit over there somewhere. Yeah. You did it. You're doing it again. You're supposed to be a smart lady. It's not smart. You think they like you. Oh, but they like me. They're gonna let me go to the prom, put on a pretty dress and I stretch it out on the bed and put on that dress. That dress I've been itching to wear all this time. I'm going to put that dress on, and I'm going to go hang out with the big kids table, with the in crowd. I'm going to be somebody who's popular. People are going to say, look at Liz. Liz looks great. Liz is a winner. Liz is fantastic. Oh, fiddly sticks. I wish Liz was my sister. And they're going to just be, wow, Liz. Reality check, Liz. None of that's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're dead to me. All right, I'm going to go to Super Chats now. Wake up, Elizabeth. Tosi, wake up, Tosi. I know, I'm pretty sure Tosi's somewhere. Tosi's strategizing. She's like, I learned very well the cost of war. Every day I looked at these numbers and I realized what's important. And what's important now is to get as much as I possibly can out of Bernie Sanders in case he does win the nomination, knowing that the Democratic establishment will always hate me. There's really no other play for me other than to support Bernie Sanders in some way, but that would have to come along with a price tag that's more feasible for someone like me who's become accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Yeah, it's going to take more than that. It's going to take, if you want this sister on your campaign trail saying things about how great you want a patriot, a veteran, an active duty service person behind you who knows the true cost of war and wants to end regime change wars, you're going to have to give me something here. You got to sweeten the deal there, Papa Sanders, because I'm not going to do that without certain considerations. That's what I believe, guys. That's just my opinion. She'll just do it because it's the right thing. Yeah, that's what they'll say. And yeah, and Pete did it because it was the right thing. Right? Yeah. And Beto's doing it because it's the right thing. All right, guys. No, Joe.